estamos, gentes de este pequeño canal? Esta vez andamos en Metal Gear Solid. Dejamos guardar datos y esperamos que cargue. Y pues deje platicarles lo que pasó. De los rayos Volgin lanzó un pequeño misil nuclear y eso. Hermoso juego, hermoso intro y hermosa presentación, la verdad.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Porque la cinemática es larga.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's
Estoy
defection.
aquí.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you, too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson. Yes, I hear you,
Toma,
Mr. Chairman.
es un puro, es americano.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive
La
the Cuban
cinemática dura mucho y
incident.
yo ya me aprendí
But
la
my
historia de
power
memoria.
is not as great as it once was.
Y pues yo quiero que lo
If
entiendan
I am to
ustedes.
survive this crisis,
Quieren me
I must
alto
have
todo
your
esto
full
y
cooperation.
mucho a la mierda y pues
I should have contacted you myself.
fuego.
Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No,
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the boss? The mother of your special
Están
forces?
hablando de The Boss.
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
Donald Trump.
The boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
The Boss
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts.
y se mató a
The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group Delivery System was
Ay,
completed 2 years
cómo
ago.
se lata. Ay,
Serious problems were found with the launcher's range and
deja
precision.
disparar, YOLO.
Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
Una bazooka
But Sokolov's
delante
research
de
facility
bombas
was completely
¿existe?
wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
Nucleares, ¿eh?
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in a violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The Army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence.
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal, huh?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
Guerra Mundial.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence.
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB in exactly this kind of situation. Their codenames are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
Pues bueno, creo que es más match diestre. Pero es sueño. Toma, tanta maroneta. Va. Vamos a hablar. Se me traba la lengua la traba. Bueno, vamos a ver qué pasa. ¿Qué pasa? ¿En serio? Ya me voy a dormir.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? Came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan. But I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square zero. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, who are the Patriots? And Lali Lulelo.
Lali Lulelo. Gotcha.
Entendido.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent. To the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Así se habla, comedor de serpientes. Nos empezamos a mover. Y nos vamos. Uy. Ok. Y nada aquí. Porque la serpiente es muy importante para comer. Porque el hambre es algo muy importante. Pero pues bueno. ahora sí vamos con una misión de verdad, porque la de Castle Color fue como tutorial de cómo jugar a Metal Gear Solid. Y este ya no es Solid Snake, este es Big Boss. Spoiler, Big Boss. Y pues bueno, no sé cuántos capítulos va a durar esta serie, pero espero que les guste. Caballo, el caballo blanco, allá chiquitos, allá grandote. Ok, vamos a ver qué quiere el caballo. ¿Qué quiere el caballo? Ay, no manches, me veo bien moreno, la neta.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Vos. Sí, es vos. ¿Qué quieres?
Boss,
That arm still hurt?
Me pregunta, ¿te duele el brazo?
what are you doing here?
Te lo quebré, qué bonito. Chingo de arma otra vez.
Go home.
Vete a casa. Que ya ni te
Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss,
veas cómo es tu jefe.
I'm not your boss
Ya no soy
anymore.
tu jefe. Ya no soy tu
There's nothing for you here.
¿Por qué dices que ya no soy tu jefe?
Go home.
Vete a casa.
Go back to your boss.
Este,
There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America.
esto no es América.
That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry. The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack?
Y tú ya.
What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs?
Ah, pues.
Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings?
Pero si ella me va a matar, pues. Ay, pues,
You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose.
me andas diciendo de que me vaya a casa, pues. No manches.
I don't expect you to forgive me.
Claro, y ahora dices que no quiero que me perdones.
But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long. If we meet again, I'll kill you.
Neta, tampoco eres.
Now, go home.
¿Cuánto tiempo me maestro de después de, ay, mijito, ¿cómo estás? Ay, mi ay.
This is Snake, Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are gonna come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy.
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
Bueno, vamos a jugar ya que. Camuflaje. Mi equipo, el de hojitas bonitas. Para camuflajearme más. 35%. Ahí sí dice. Todo que les guste lo de arriba ahí. Y pues, deja ocultarme porque en cualquier momento me llegan los migas. Ay,
What's
¿qué
this?
es esto?
HQ?
Base,
HQ.
base.
This is HQ.
Aquí la base.
Patrol here.
Aquí patrulla.
We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Me llegan 50 gente. Yo me voy. Y me voy. No, pues, adiós. No me espero a decirles hola. Y otro tipo. Sí, por ahí anda. ¿Lo ven? Ahí se ve. Oculto en las hojas. Ya se vieron. Ahí está. Son dos. Oiga, ¿qué le quedó? ¡Ay, sueño! Pues bueno, vamos a ver qué hay aquí. Ando todavía en precaución. Me dio el tipo en el puente. Ando con el micrófono prendido para que si por alguna razón les digo hola. Precaución para que apaguen su radio y pues matarlo. Bueno, no tengo pistola para matearlo. También tengo cuchillo, pero lo quiero usar después. En este juego se le acaba el tiro de las cosas,
HQ, please respond.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. The situation is normal.
Understood. Resume your patrol.
Como no vea. Poco a poco. Poco a poco. Poco a poco. Como dice. Poco a poco. Poco Ay, las estrellotas. Ay. Ay. Ay, se fue. Se nos fue el campeón. Bueno, vámonos. Hay otro ahí. Me puede ver, lo voy a matar. Entre dos y adiós. Toma. Esto es sangriento. Creo que no me censura en el video contenido sangriento. Ok. Ahí hay cositas. El juego es Metal Gear, casi siempre por alguna razón te dejan sin arma y tú te la tienes que buscar. Ay, tengo sueño, mucho sueño, yo me voy a dormir. Después de esto, que se suba, deja robarle las cositas. Ah, de la marcha. Las chavas funcionan para chingarse la electrónica, o sea, ya no funcionan sus radares y todo eso. Y también a mí me los chingaría. Pero pues bueno, vamos a ver qué pasa. Si recuerdan, aquí es donde encontramos a Zócalo, donde acabé mi primero y subí el segundo. Pues bueno, vamos a ver qué hay arriba. ¡Ay! Una caja grande. ¿Arma? Una K-47. Una K-47, lo malo es que no tienes silenciador, pero tienes una K-47. ¿Aquí hay otra cosa? ¡Una caja! ¡Una caja! ¡Por Dios, una caja! Detector de minas. Mayo todo aquí. A ver qué hay acá. Gafas térmicas. No, pues me está yendo bien. Es de que en el Metal Gear Solid 2 ahí buscaba las cosas dentro de todo y afuera de todo. Bueno, vamos a ver qué pasa. Cinemática. Pelea, pelea, pelea.
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Apaga esa
Are you the
moto.
agent they sent?
¿Eres agente que
Are you Adam?
¿Eres Adam?
I thought you were supposed to be a
Ese es su
man.
nombre.
Adam couldn't make it.
Adam no ha podido venir.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots?
¿Quiénes son los patriotas?
Who are the Patriots?
¿Quiénes son los patriotas?
Answer me.
¡Contesta!
Trapped.
Ya,
Get down!
al suelo. Mis armas favoritas es la C96, también conocida como Mauser, o también la conocen como Red 9.
There is your answer.
Buena arma, ¿eh? Muy potente esa arma y es mujer.
The name's Eva.
Me van a censurar. No manches, que oscuro me veo.
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
It's Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
What happened to Adam?
Colonel Volgan is a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were.
Yes,
Why?
¿Por qué?
because I can do things he can't.
¡Oh! Ho, ho, ho!
I heard you used to be a code breaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You held it sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol. Around here, even that's hard to come by. Don't worry, though. The one I've got for you is American-made.
.45, huh?
Una 45.
Incredible.
Do you like it?
The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced, and the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized. Where'd you get something like this?
I grabbed it
¿De
from a
dónde
Western
las
munitions
conseguido?
armory. It probably used to belong to one of your officers, and there are more where that
Vaya
came from.
belleza que nos hallamos.
You had this with you, didn't you? Better take this too.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
Yes. You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then.
Yes. He's being forced to
Todavía está
continue
bien
his work on the
para crear el
Shagohod.
Shagohod.
Where?
At the lab. They've got a whole army of scientists there
Bueno.
developing new weapons. Security
mejor
is
después de
tight, but if you
esto,
disguise yourself as a
adiós,
scientist,
video.
you might be able to sneak in.
Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear. First, you'll need to head north through the jungle. You'll come to a heliport used for shipping materials. Pass the heliport and continue north, and there will be a large crevice. Descend into that area and you'll reach a cave. Move through the cave and you will arrive at a mangrove swamp.
Snake?
After the swamp,
Anda
there'll be a
sacando filo con
warehouse.
el cuchillo.
Make your way through the warehouse and you'll come out just south of the lab.
Got it.
And just what are you doing there?
Yo
In
también
close
pregunto.
range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight. Right, let's get going.
Wait a minute.
What now?
You must be tired. Why don't you take a little rest?
I'll be fine.
You'll never make it in your condition. It's a jungle out there.
Esto es la jungla.
There's still an hour before dawn. It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night without a guide.
What about you?
¿Y tú qué?
I have to get
Tengo
back.
que volver.
I can't be gone for
No
too
puedo,
long. They'll start to suspect something.
Sospecharán. Típica novia que le dice
Don't worry.
no
I'll
me
keep
puedo
you
quedar
updated
mucho
over the
tiempo
radio.
porque me descubren.
That's it.
Y eso es
My
todo.
orders are to
Eso
provide you
es
with information.
solo
Nothing
darte
more.
información, nada más.
You look disappointed.
A veces decepcionado.
All right then. I'll do something special for you.
Oh, sí supo. De voz te dijo algo.
I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down.
Y a dormir.
What's the matter?
¿Qué pasa?
I don't know
No
you
te
well enough
conozco
to
lo
trust you.
suficiente para confiar en ti. Ay, es
How
que
well
de
do
voz
you
me
have to know me to trust me?
traicionó. ¿Por qué?
I don't know if I can trust
¿Por
anybody.
qué? Ok, voy a contestar.
Gonna get that?
Sí supo. Mujer con super oído.
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep.
Para mí.
Although in your condition, you really ought to be back in the ICU. Whenever you save the game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally. Depending on how long you sleep, you may also recover naturally from sickness and injury. When you're tired or hurt, the best thing to do is just get some sleep. So do yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Pues bueno, guardo. Y pues hasta la próxima. Nomás deja que carga y... Adiós.